If you've ever done something small and watched your own brain turn it into a week-long trial where you are the defendant, the prosecutor, and the judge, you clicked on the right video. This week on Reddit, a man in his late 20s wrote, "I might get scammed for a small amount of money, not even sure yet, and I'm already spiraling." He didn't hurt anyone, and he was in full collapse. I'm Michelle Ehrlich, an Army linguist, an English teacher, communication analyst. Rodan Raskolnikov, the central character in Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, lived the most documented guilt spiral in literary history, and Dostoevsky mapped out every exit. He left us a 5-step roadmap, but one of those 5 steps, the one nobody talks about, is the exact reason the spiral doubles on itself. That's what we are talking through today. In Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, published in 1866, we meet Rodan Raskolnikov. He is brilliant, he's broke, he's socially withdrawn. Living alone in a tiny room in St. Petersburg, he believes he is an extraordinary man, above ordinary rules, so he tests his theory. He commits a crime. And what happens next is not a thriller about getting away with it. It is a brutally accurate map of what guilt does to the human mind in real time. One reader in the Dostoevsky community wrote this week, he's mentally suffering because he never feels like he is enough of himself. That is the guilt spiral in one sentence, and you don't need to have committed a crime to recognize it. So here are the 5 ways Raskolnikov's breakdown shows us the exit. Way number 1, name it. Here is the first thing Raskolnikov gets catastrophically wrong. He never names what happened. He calls it the deed. He can't say the word out loud. He circles it. He obsesses over it. He never looks directly at it. And that's exactly how the guilt spiral survives. When you experience guilt, your brain doesn't hand you facts. It hands you verdicts. I'm a bad person. I always do this. I don't deserve good things. These are not descriptions of what happened. These are verdicts about who you are. And those 2 things are not the same. Today's small rep for way 1, write it down. 1 sentence, what did you actually do? Not what it means, what it says about you, just the specific behavior. When it has a shape, you can see where it ends. Way number 2, stop performing guilt. This one is gonna sting a little. After the crime, Raskolnikov keeps going back to the police station, to the crime scene. He drops hints to the detective who already suspects him. Dostoevsky scholars call this the confession impulse. Here is what it actually is. Raskolnikov is looking for someone else to tell him he has suffered enough. He is performing his guilt, hoping visible suffering long enough grants him absolution. This week on Reddit, a post titled "Reassurance Makes It Worse," a man wrote, "I just got top grades, I'm healthy, I'm safe, but I can't enjoy any of it because of a guilt over one past mistake." He was seeking reassurance, and it never worked because externally granted absolution does not touch internally held guilt. It never has. Small rep for way number 2, stop narrating your guilt to other people as a strategy to feel better. Accountability is a step forward. Performing suffering is a loop with no exit. Real quick, before we keep going, which guilt spiral do you recognize in yourself right now? Comment 1 if you internalize, you go quiet, you isolate, you disappear inside your own head. Comment 2 if you externalize, you talk about it, you seek reassurance, you look for someone to say you're okay. Raskolnikov does both. That's exactly how the spiral doubles on itself. Drop your number because the way you exit actually depends on which one you're in. Way number 3, break the isolation. Raskolnikov's garret room is not just a setting, it's a metaphor for his mind. Small, dark, barely room to move, but he keeps returning to it. Here is what Dostoevsky understood, and modern neuroscience now confirms. Isolation is gasoline on the spiral. A clinical psychologist commented in that same Reddit thread this week. One of the most difficult things for men today is the loss of initiation. In the past, older men would give a young man tasks and goals. The completion of those tasks, with or without assistance, broke the cycle. Notice, with or without assistance, but not alone. Small rep for way number 3. Pick one person, not to perform guilt at them, not to get absolution. Just don't be alone with this today. A walk, a call, a meal. A spiral cannot survive a room with 2 people in it. Way number 4, confession over suppression. The turning point of crime and punishment is not the courtroom. It is the night Raskolnikov sits with Sonia, a young woman who has suffered far more than he has, and he says it out loud for the first time, not to a judge, not to a detective, to a person, and something releases. Not absolution, not forgiveness, not resolution, just the weight of carrying something alone finally shared. As an army linguist, I analyzed interrogation patterns for years. The most consistent finding: suppression amplifies, disclosure shrinks. What you cannot say owns you. What you say, you begin to own. Small rep for way 4, say it to one person today. Not to get validation, not to be told you're okay, just to say it out loud, once, to a human being. Way number 5, repair over retreat. Here's the one nobody talks about, and the one that closes the loop. Raskolnikov's spiral never fully breaks until he moves forward, not away from what he damaged. His final act is not dramatic. It's not a speech. He turns himself in, not because the law caught him, because living with the retreat was destroying him faster than the truth could. Here is the pattern. Guilt that has no action attached to it has nowhere to go but inward. Guilt with a repair attached, even a small one, becomes momentum. Read it this week on r/deciding to be better. I've been ghosting a friend for months, and out of shame, the longer I wait, the worse it gets. One reply: send the message, not the perfect one, the real one. Small rep for way number 5. What is the one thing, the smallest possible thing that you could do today that moves toward repair instead of retreat? Not the full apology, not the perfect conversation, the first step. That's it. Remember that loop I opened at the beginning, the one step that no one talks about that doubles the spiral? It's this: performing guilt for an audience instead of moving toward repair. Raskolnikov circled the wound for years. The exit was always one step toward, not one step away. Name it, stop performing it, break the isolation, say it out loud, move toward it. That is the 5-step map Dostoevsky taught us. I'm Michelle Ehrlich. This is Communication Zero. Every video, one real character, one real pattern, one rep. Subscribe, because the right story at the right time changes everything.